Hey, what's going on, guys? You know, I've been in the industry about 10 years now, the trucking industry, and I've run into a lot of buttheads, you know, a lot of a-holes, be it security or just, you know, fellow motorists on the road, whatever. Well, the other day I run into a guy who topped them all. Okay, so here's what happened. So I fuel up at the Loves, and I'm pulling out of the Loves, and, you know, I'm trying to turn out onto a very busy street. And I sit there for probably, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, right? I'm sitting there a long time, just car, you know, and of course nobody's gonna let me in. And I've got trucks piled up behind me and they're all waiting to get out too. Well, eventually I get a little bit of a, you know, a little gap, right? And I go ahead and I pull out there. Well, of course, you know, I'm midway in the intersection and I'm completing my turn. And of course I look out my passenger side window and I see there was a guy coming up over the hill. He must have been doing 65, 70 and a 40. He was on me like that. By the time I straightened out in my lane, I looked in my mirror and this guy's coming out to the side like this in the turning lane, and he's got his hands up like this, like, you know, like I cut him off or something. Anyway, I'm thinking, okay, let me just ignore this guy, whatever, right? He clearly has no idea the difficulties of driving a truck, and he doesn't care because he's a selfish jerk, right? So anyway, I'm ignoring him, you know. A few minutes later, guess who comes flying around me, all right? Butthead in the pickup truck, wow, around me, jumps in front of me and brake checks me, right? So I go ahead and I hit my brake, and of course all the sensors in my truck, beep, 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 right? Well, this guy proceeds to slow down to about 30 to 35 miles an hour. It was a 55 mile an hour zone through there. This dude did 30 to 35 miles an hour for like 30 minutes. I had traffic, I had like 50 cars behind me. Trucks, you know, nobody could pass. Semis can't pass. It was a 2-lane road. It's just not safe to do so. A lot of curves. This guy just wanted to act like an immature child, right? All because he assumed that I cut him off. I didn't cut him off. He was speeding and he was trying to be a jerk and cut me off so I couldn't get out there, all right? So he decides to go ahead and act like a 3-year-old and hold up not only me, but every vehicle behind me, okay? Listen, I never in my life wanted to smack a guy so bad. You know, I honk a couple times, I'm putting up my hands like, dude, like, let's go, buddy, you know? And of course, he's just, you know, driving Miss Daisy. He just completely ignored me. And we even came to a 4-way stop, right? And he's waving on everybody. He goes, you know, he's waving this lane, he's waving that lane, he's telling the guy across, come on, you know, and then he goes and, you know, he's just doing anything he could do to be a nuisance. And eventually we hit a red light, and he just peels out. Boom. As soon as that light turns green, wham, he's gone, right? I don't see him again. People like that, all right, I don't even want to say what needs to happen to them on a YouTube video, but it ain't good. They need taught a lesson about respect for other people.